So I'm just going to record an analysis here for you now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a new file, an English file, and we're going to analyze it and see the repetitions that are in the file. Just gives you an idea. Then after, I'm going to do a scenario where I'm going to take the same file and run it against the translation memory where its translation is, because I did this translation about 3 weeks ago, and we'll see the difference in the analysis. So it's a before and after scenario, before and after translation. So if we just take the file, this is our file for translation. We add selection. We take that one. It's this file here. It's actually a law contract or financial statement. So there should be quite a few repetitions. So that's all we've done. We've taken that file. Okay, we have to remember to put our log somewhere. So we go to reporting, browse, and we'll call it log 1. Save, and let's start the analysis. Now this might work straight away because the recording software tends to hold up my PC with the two applications running. It looks to be extracting the text. So what it's doing now is it analyzing the file for repetitions, 100% matches, the word count. It's processing this now. So now we'll just take a look at the log file once the analysis is finished. It's done. We'll view log 1. Let's just extend it there a bit. Where is it gone? Okay, we go down to the bottom. The bottom is the summary file, and it tells you here that there are 100% matching. We have no files, which is probably right because it's a brand new file and we haven't translated any of this before. But here you see what's interesting is the repetitions, replicated, is 14% of the file, so that's quite a substantial saving. That's 493 words out of 3,515 words, which is 14% of the file, which is it's a pretty good saving on a file of that size. It just means I'll show you our price list later, and you'll be able to see that we charge for 30% of this 493 words. The reason we charge 30% is because these words still have to be checked anyway. Okay, now let's do our second scenario, where we take the same file, we run it against the translation memory from the translation 3 weeks ago, and let's see what happens. We've added that there. We need to make a log for this, of course, because we will overwrite the old one. We'll call it, the mouse keeps disappearing, we'll call it log 2. Let's just save that there, and we can start our analysis again. Hopefully it'll go smoothly. It's analyzing now. That's done. Now let's take a look at this. View the log 2, which was run against the translation memory as opposed to the new file originally. So now we would be expecting to have 90% of the file 100% matching, and hey presto, here's the 100% matches, and 99.8% of the file is 100% matching, because of course we translated this file 3 weeks ago, and that translation memory is the product of the translation we did 3 weeks ago, and this is exactly the same document except the source, the English. I hope that's clear enough. I'll just give you a quick look at the pricing for this. For the 100% matching, we charge 30% of that word count. So on your quote, you will be charged for 30% of 3,506 words, which again is quite a substantial saving. In most cases, most translation companies will charge you for the full word count there, but in our case, you're looking at about a third of that, which is you're going to be charged 1,100 words as opposed to 3,500 words. I think that should more or less see it. The matrix is here at the bottom. I'll just bring up price lists, sales, and I'll show you the matrix at the end. The price list is here, and if we go to this one, the one that's not on the web, it's the more recent one. Up. So let's just increase that a bit. And now here we have the matrix. So as you can see there, for the repetitions there, you pay for 30% of that word count. For the 100% matches, you pay for 30% of that word count. For between 95 and 99% matches, in that case it probably only means a comma or a colon or something like that. You pay for 45% of that word count, and so on and so forth. So depending on moving down the list between 50 and 74%, you pay. The segments are related in some way, but they're almost more or less totally different. I hope that explains everything. And if you've any questions, don't hesitate to give me a shout. You have my number, and that should be okay. Where do I stop this?